The WNBA is one of the hardest leagues to make. And about a month ago, Kate Martin wasn't even sure if she'd be drafted at all.
After the first round, a lady who worked for the event came up to me and was like, hey, you need to move seats right now.
All of a sudden, I saw this kind of scurry of movement in the audience.
And then I hear, selected by the Aces. I jumped up and then I am just like bear hugging her because I was just so happy.
Kate, I think she's a pro right now. She's not somebody I worry about. I've told her she needs to basically shadow Alicia Clark.
I watch Alicia as much as possible.
This game will also serve as a reunion for Caitlin Clark and Kate Martin.
I mean, it was monumental for Iowa women's basketball. I don't think that's ever happened before, to be able to have 3 professional players on the floor at the same time.
Hey, you looking at a champ!
Hey ladies, how are y'all doing today?
Well, how are you?
I'm doing great. So first question is for Kate Martin. I mean, you quickly become a fan favorite both on and off the court in the city of Las Vegas. So just talk about what it's been like being in Las Vegas, playing with a group of established vets.
Yeah, I've been loving it so far. Honestly, I've just been where my feet are and enjoying every single moment. Like we've talked about before, all I wanted was an opportunity and to get the chance to be the best team in the league, you know, with the best vets in the league and the best coaches. I just feel super grateful. And so, honestly, I've just been having the time of my life, enjoying it so much. And I feel really grateful to be surrounded by this group of women who has been so established in the league and has helped me so much. I wouldn't, be having the games that I've been having if it weren't for them. They make my job easy. So, I just feel really grateful. Leading up to draft night, I was, looking at the mock drafts online and just seeing, if my name was, in the conversation at all. And I didn't have an agent at the time, so I was kind of in the dark. And I was just talking to my coaches at Iowa asking, have you heard anything, what's going on?
I had a pretty good idea that Kate Martin was going to be drafted, but she was nervous, right? Because what if you don't go, all this thing.
When we were on our way to the draft, Caitlin's agents were talking to me and they were like, hey, if you hear your name tonight, you should walk across the stage. And I thought, you know what, I didn't get invited to the draft. I'm just here as a fan, as a friend supporting Caitlin. I really don't want to do that. Also, on mock drafts, I was 3rd round. So then Holly Rowe was DMing me if you hear your name, you better walk across the stage tonight. And I was like, okay, we'll see. She's like, I'm gonna come find you. I was like, all right, I don't really know what's happening. I was really in the dark, truthfully. After the first round, a lady who worked for the event came up to me and was like, hey, you need to move seats right now. With a very stern look. I was like, what do you mean? The first round just got over. What are you talking about?
All of a sudden, I saw this kind of scurry of movement in the audience, and they were moving Kate, who was in the 3rd seat from the aisle, to the end aisle, to the edge of the aisle. And I turned over to Caitlin's mom and said, she's gonna get drafted next.
Everyone in the place that we were at was just staring at me. And we're like, oh my God, everybody's whispering and I'm just trying to act cool. I don't know what's going on. This is crazy.
And then I hear, selected by the Aces.
And all of a sudden I saw Kate Martin's name on the screen and I jumped up, I screamed, I jumped, I almost actually stepped on my dog.
That place gets as loud as it has the whole night. And then when she comes to the aisle, I am just bear hugging her because I was just so happy.
People were like, you didn't look surprised. I feel like you knew you were gonna get called. And I said, yeah, I knew because there was a camera 3 feet away from my face.
So then Kate gets to have the moment being interviewed.
I get goosebumps right now just thinking about it because it was so much fun to watch somebody reach their dream.
It was just a super special moment to have a couple of my teammates and all of my coaches there.
Kate, I think she's a pro right now. She's not somebody I worry about. I've told her she needs to basically shadow Alicia Clark, do and say everything Alicia Clark does because similar size, they're, the undersized 4, and AC has carved out an incredible career for herself.
I watch Alicia as much as possible. She knows the game so well. The way she studies film, the way she studies the game, the way she sees the game is just so impressive. And, I hope to, get to that level at some point one day.
I want her to be following AC around with a notepad and because her preparation is unmatched. And I see Kate doing a similar thing, kind of a 3-and-D, always knows what's going on, takes pride in her defense, takes pride in being a great teammate.
I've asked her probably like 300 questions, and every single time she never acts like it's a burden because she truthfully just wants to help me, and I appreciate that so much.
She's been there every step of the way. No, I mean, she's been right there even before Becky said something. She, was right there asking me questions. Came to me and was like, listen, I'm watching everything that you're doing. Just because our games are so similar in the sense of, from the defensive side of things, we're going to be solid in that way. On the offensive side, knocking down shots, making great cuts and reads. She obviously comes in the league with a better shot than I did back in the day. So she's already a step ahead in that way, but her IQ is extremely high. And so just having her there and just being able to watch her blossom, over these games from training camp to the first how many games we're into now, she's grown every game and every step of the way. And so that's exciting for me because, I have a special place in my heart for second rounders. And I just want to be able to be a great vet like my vets were for me and just pass down all the wisdom that I've learned and, can impart on her to help her have a long and fruitful career.
I got to have a little meeting with Coach Hammond, and she kind of just told me, hey, you made it. And it was just immediate waterworks a little bit. It felt like, I'd been really comfortable at Iowa for my last 4 years or so there. The first couple were a little rough, but my last 4 years I was just really comfortable. I knew I had a spot, I was really solidified, and then coming here, I was like trying out for a team again, obviously, and I got out of my comfort zone and it felt like something I really earned, and that's what Coach explained to me, that I earned it, and that just felt really good. I felt proud of myself, and so it just felt like a lot of my hard work for my entire life had been paying off, because this is the point you want to get to when you're a little girl. You dream of getting a scholarship and then playing professional basketball. I got to tell my family a few days later. I didn't want to tell them right away. So I just took that to myself, and yeah, it was awesome, and I feel super grateful.
As Kate Martin also gets her first minutes on the floor.
Big round of applause for the rookie.
Rebound of the game, quickly back the other way, in the corner, Kate Martin, got it! Martin for three!
And then she forces the turnover. Kate Martin, the rookie out of Iowa.
The fact that the fans want to support me and they get excited for me when I check into the game, that gives me some extra confidence and makes me feel loved. So, I felt really, really special in that moment.
It's quite ironic this year with the Aces, with Kate coming in as a rookie, and here Megan is in her 6th year of playing. It really happened in the same way at Iowa.
When I was a senior, she was a redshirt freshman because she was injured and she was out that whole year. So it's a really cool full circle moment.
The Aces are coming off their first loss of the season, and they're looking to clean up their game before facing the Indiana Fever on Saturday.
This game will also serve as a reunion for Caitlin Clark and Kate Martin, the former 1-2 punch of the Iowa Hawkeyes, now going head-to-head.
I'm really excited to see her. I always get excited to see, my best friends. It's been a long time.
We've talked every single day. I call her. If not texted her every single day. I'm just really happy for her, and everything Coach Hammond says about her is just so true, and every single person that played at Iowa and was around our program knows that to be true.
When did she get so short? I'm not wearing shoes. She's so tiny now. No, we can't take pictures yet because I look shorter than her and I'm not.
I'm sure a lot of Hawkeye fans will be watching, so to get to share that moment with your best friend on the basketball court, both living out your dreams, that's just, couldn't be scripted any better.
When I think of going to the Aces versus the Fever game right now, I get so excited because we have 3 Hawkeyes. It is so hard to make this league, as we all know. So for one of them to be on the floor is amazing, but the possibility of all 3 of them playing at the same time on the floor, I can't wait. When that happens, I might have tears in my eyes.
I mean, it was monumental for Iowa women's basketball. I don't think that's ever happened before, to be able to have 3 professional players on the floor at the same time. And so it was a really special moment. You know, I was trying not to get too emotional. I know Kate and Caitlin can probably say the same thing. Just to have them there courtside, just supporting us, rooting us. You know, we wouldn't be where we are today without them. Absolutely not. Iowa formed me into the player that I am today and into the person that I am today. So just a really fun moment, not to just celebrate us on the floor, but also to celebrate them and what they gave to us and how much support they poured into us.
Way to pull out all your stops, man.
I'm just interested to see which ones are wearing fever gear and which ones are wearing Las Vegas Aces gear.
I'm pretty sure it was 50-50 split, you know, some of them wearing Iowa jerseys, some of them wearing, you know, Aces jerseys or Fever jerseys. So it was just really awesome to see the love and support that they've shown all 3 of us.
Sorry, I'm good. We're good.
I got you back.
That's all day.
And that's all day. My favorite.
All day.
Oh my gosh.
Hurry home, rolling.
Should we do a big picture?
Who are you?
Congratulations to you.
Thank you.
Big night for you. You got the scoring, got another block in the game. But tell us this vibe. It's so much excitement going on. Your former coaches from Iowa here. A lot to be smiling about.
Oh, definitely. I mean, it's really cool when your former college coaches are sitting courtside right next to the bench. But I mean, you know, Las Vegas just has a fun environment here, and it's a really fun team to be a part of. You know, I feel really grateful to be part of this organization and have the, you know, fan support that we do here. And it's cool that, you know, a lot of Hawkeye Nation could come out tonight as well. Yep.